Cheney is safe, family-oriented, community-driven, and neighborly. Cheney is unique in that we are a full-service city, which is unique to some of the surrounding municipalities in that we provide water, sewer, garbage, power to our citizens ourselves. We are home to Eastern Washington University, a nationally recognized university. It's in our backyard, which contributes to the vitality, growth, culture of the city. You could easily walk from one side of the city to the other and walk through our parks, walk through Eastern's beautiful campus. People love to raise their family here and to recreate here and to educate here. So we pride ourselves in being a family-friendly city.
The city continually invests in infrastructure. Cheney Industrial Park was developed through an economic development grant the city received to build out the park. And that, the forward thinking, I will say, of the city leadership at the time was to construct a park with all the utilities already laid in the ground to support all the various parcels in the park. We have 2 projects upcoming to enhance our substations in Cheney. We would also like to enhance our fiber backbone, providing reliable internet access for our businesses and our community members and our students that attend Eastern Washington University is critical to their growth and development. One of the most critical issues that we have on the West Plains is water. And so we are in the final, stages of funding our water reuse, or what we call our Cheney Purple Pipe Project. And that's going to be critical to the area to make sure that we meet the water demands for both our residents and our businesses.
Cheney Purple Pipe Project is basically irrigating the parks and playfields, the large green spaces within the city of Cheney. We're seeing more and more demand on our domestic supply through the month of irrigation months, and these demands are getting high. So what this purple pipe will be guaranteed a continuous source from our reuse plant to keep our green spaces green. That is a direct benefit on our water side because it frees up our domestic water for the uses intended, primarily inside the house.
The city's existing wastewater treatment and reclamation plant was first constructed in 1994. It was the first enhanced biological phosphorus removal plant in the state of Washington, and it uses a series of treatment wetlands to polish the effluent prior to discharge to the Minnie Creek watershed.
We looked at the opportunity to use biosolid composting. City's still doing it, it's still very successful, and we had a huge pond that our lagoons were, we reclaimed those lagoons and made them into wetlands. And it really lent itself to say, if we have all this, why don't we see if we could treat that to Class A water standards and use that for irrigation. Was the most expensive, and we really couldn't incorporate it into the new plant right away, but we had it set up for that at some later date. And now that later date is here.
This project will take that highly treated water and further treat it with chemical treatment, filtration, UV disinfection, so that it is safe to be used for irrigation purposes. Up to 1 million gallons per day will be recycled onto the city's parks and playfields.
The other major project that we're working on is the new Cheney Aquatics facility. Our pool has been 50 years old, and we've been just trying to keep it alive, but in 2021, mechanical failure, we did an assessment on the pool, and it was determined that it was just too much cost to try to rehab it. The question was, what elements would really attract not only the citizens of Cheney, but visitors coming to Cheney? So we looked at it as more of a resort area. What I call the aquatics facility, or the wet area, that has all the modern amenities. We got lazy rivers, we have spray pads, we have a water slide, we have a lot of stuff that keeps recreational activity around the pool. But we also expanded that. We have shaded areas, we have little cabanas, we have food trucks that can come around. So it's basically spending the whole day. We see this being a place where we're going to have friends, families come together to make memories, and we decided that we would add a 500 square foot community room to the pool house. So
That wasn't part of the original scope, but the benefit is that we will be able to have the facility accessible year-round so people can do family reunions, parties, and right now we're in the construction phase, and we hope to be substantially completed with the project by May 28th of next year so that we can be open just in time for the end of the school year. We're going to have lots of people coming into the community, generating interest while they're here, supporting local businesses, and we really see that as just a great win-win for the community.
I envision Cheney continuing to be a small town college town, that small town feel as we continue to grow. And we're growing largely from families that are moving into town because it's a great place to raise a family, great school district, great parks, great recreation programs. As the West Plains region continues to grow, Cheney's going to be an important part of that economic growth going forward.